The monolith grants wishes. The monolith, also known as the Wish Granter, is a powerful structure standing at the Chernobyl CMPP reactor told by many stalkers to concede any wish to anyone who reaches it. This is a debunked legend hiding a much more sinister truth. In fact, the monolith is a brainwashing device built to protect the sea consciousness members of any intruder strong enough to go through waves of the Beth monolith soldiers and reach them. It works by creating an illusion for those who come close to it, of granting the biggest wish and at the same time cleaning the person's ego and memories, reprogramming it into another monolith soldier, or worse, a sea consciousness agent. It's believed that not many reached it, but it looks like after the events in the trilogy, the technology was stolen, exported, and replicated by international forces, and one prototype being used in the S.T.A.L.K.E.R base in S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, the Dark S.T.A.L.K.E.R from Ukrainian Cherny S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The Dark S.T.A.L.K.E.R is supposedly a legendary entity that sometimes appears in campfire stories, asking for water, but the reality is he was scrapped long ago, long before the trilogy. The idea appeared in a writing contest held by GSC, where the S.T.A.L.K.E.R was supposed to be a legendary ghost that had psychic powers, and he wandered all around the zone and sometimes attacked the player. He later appeared in developer files, mentioned as being seen on top of the Chernobyl sarcophagus, and later his model sketches appeared, disorganized, and not all of them are verified to be made by GSC. But one thing is true, the Dark S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a great example of how S.T.A.L.K.E.R was supposed to be a dark horror game, and what we got is a lighter version, although still atmospheric. Since S.T.A.L.K.E.R exists as a secret faction in the vanilla trilogy, since S.T.A.L.K.E.R were supposed to be a faction that didn't make it to any S.T.A.L.K.E.R trilogy game, but had a lot of lore written on them by S.T.A.L.K.E.R writers in the development era. As far as we know, they were supposed to be stationed in the army warehouses, and the player could either eliminate them or join them and hunt other S.T.A.L.K.E.R s. The Sin S.T.A.L.K.E.R s were supposed to be a group of S.T.A.L.K.E.R s that were trying to find the center of the zone, believing that it had divine properties, but reappeared as mutated S.T.A.L.K.E.R s with scary mutilated faces and missing eyes, and seen by the protagonists having rituals and making sacrifices of other S.T.A.L.K.E.R s. They later appeared in mods like Lost Alpha, but with different models, ideas, and patches. The Time Machine Anomalies and Shadow of Chernobyl. The Time Machine Anomaly is a scrapped anomaly that was supposed to be the only anomaly that slows down time, and inside it, the Momo's Bed's artifact was supposed to spawn. What happened is that the anomaly was removed in the writing period and didn't reappear later in the game. And the only time machine left in the game is the Clear Sky Time Machine from Lemansk, which is a reference to the Soviet movie Quest from the future, but it doesn't do any other action other than being an Easter egg. The zone expands after every mission. The zone emissions are huge energy releases done by the sea consciousness itself, as a serious protection and control method against other S.T.A.L.K.E.R s, specifically the Strelok and later incursions into the zone by other factions. But it doesn't mean the zone expands with each one. In S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, GSC gives an option to the player to free the anomalous energy and expand the zone beyond Chernobyl.